shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Here's a little room there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Motion from the wide receiver. Run in the red zone, it's Richard. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more pop.
And he's loose, and he'll take it. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside. It's Richard. Breaks into the open. Dude, he's already picked up 46 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Now on first down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got a man. It's Richard. At the 20, he's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking for room, it's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
He caught it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Hoover. Looking for the goal line. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And when you get closer to this area near the red zone and closer inside the 5 like you are here, it's tough to throw certain routes, right? Like you need to throw those slants. You need to throw those fades. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands really, really quickly because you know you're going to get some pressure from that defense.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They finally get the glory. Everything changes as far as program expectations when you win that first national championship. Fans, boosters, alumni, media, now all expecting much, much more, aren't they, David?
Yeah, but you still get to celebrate because you were the king. You were the king of college football. You won it all.
There he goes! Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He now has 56 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air. It's Hoover. With the catch, it's shot. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped. Run inside. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons.
Everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's shot. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. That's caught. It's Marsh. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He tries to take the top off. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision. Defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Fires to the right. This time he's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Rifles it down the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like
another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the... the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Now the play fake. Moving out to the right. Sails one into the middle. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marsh. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to...
Makes the grab in their space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the past.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking for room, it's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Running inside. It's Martin. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's shot. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Hoover. Firing to the right, complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6. And touchdown,
this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes a connection. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Indiana! Off the play fake on first down. Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big first.
You absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He caught it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They had to fight their way back from 13 down, but now... Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they move out front.